Happy Vlogmas!
Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Happy Advent, day 16. I'm going to show you my vase. Looking so lovely, full of yarns. Feels very Christmassy here. Good morning, it's Barbara. My hair's not looking fabulous. I really was considering going to get a hat. Happy Advent 16. Day 16. How are you? I am feeling pretty good. I got up a little earlier than usual today. I'm trying to move my day earlier because I'm not feeling very energetic in the evenings after like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I guess part of it is I don't have anything on TV that I want to watch while I'm knitting or something like that. I'm also not inclined to knit too much. I do think I'm feeling it in my arm a little bit. I kind of injured my arm while I was sick, and then and now I sort of feel it when I'm knitting a little bit, like almost like a tired ache, not terrible, but I don't want to re-injure it. Oh, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, I'm still a little bit low mojo, although I do have a lot of things, knitted sweaters that I want to own. I guess, am I a product knitter? I used to be both, but since I don't have any mojo, definitely a product. I will show you my hat. I did do one more welt. I'm still a couple welts behind. Someone asked how many welts on this hat. I think it's 21. Oh, the last set of instructions is 20-second mini skein. So there you go. But it looks like it's only 3 rows. That's like the very end of your top of your hat. 22. So I am halfway there. Oh no, I put in number 13, so I'm more than halfway there, but I think that blue just worked out beautifully. Don't you? And it's so funny because with that blue there, this blue looks really light to me. So anyway, so there's my hat. I'm really, 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 really tickled with it. I love my yarns. Thank you, Megan. So we will see what we get today. Oh, I haven't decided. Well, I guess I'm doing botanical yarn because I did not go and find the polka dots. So I guess I'll do botanical today and see where they're headed. Day 16. Day 16. But first, day 16. Donegal tweed. Woo. Yeah, I think that's pretty close on my phone camera. Pretty close. This is a full-on green. It is not in any way seafoam. Very pretty. Where's my hat? I think that would look good. That would look good. I have lots of possibilities that could go next because I've missed a lot of colors. Day 16. Ooh. Fancy barrettes. She says this was before you got the haircut. Yeah. Yeah. Before I got the haircut. Ooh, very fancy. Very fancy. I don't know. I'll tell you the truth. I do not have much hair. Oh, these are very tight though. So these would they still work. That feels very solid in there. We'll see. Yeah, I needed these before I got the haircut. I did. I definitely did, and they're very sweet. Oops. Thank you, my dear. Okay, we'll go with botanical yarn since it's sitting right here. Botanical yarns. I've been sort of building in my head my little spiel about botanical yarns at the end that I'll say at the end. Oh, pretty. This is not nearly as pink, lilac-y in person as it's showing on the screen. It is very, very light. Very light. It's a pretty color, but it's lighter than that, if you can imagine. You have to, because I don't know how to show you lighter than that on my camera. Could try to take a picture of it. I'll take a picture of it, and if it looks lighter, I'll put it up, but it's the same camera, so probably not. But it's pretty, but it's very, very pale. Very, very pale. But definitely has a color in it. I mean, you can see next to the white, it ain't white. Of course, you can't see because it doesn't look white anyway. Maybe that's better. Maybe this side of the back of it looks a little more like it. Anyway. Anyway, it's a very, very, very pale color, but it's pretty. Very pale. So I've been thinking about, you know, what I'm going to say about botanical yarn at the, oops, I don't have to do that now, I'm sorry, at the end of this process, because I feel like I was in some part very unfair to them, because I bought the low intensity, muted. When I say muted, I usually think of something more like dusty or whatever, but pale, pastel-y Advent box. They had two. I didn't realize well, that's not true. I realized they had two, and there was only one available when I bought, because I bought it at the end. I was like desperate to, who has one? I want one. And I didn't even look at the inspiration picture of the one I bought, which is why my daughter admonished me to maybe dig a little deeper before I buy, to make sure it's something that I want. These are all colors that I like. I mean, I could see a situation where I would buy a color like this because it's pretty. I don't tend to be really drawn to really pale colors, but these colors have all been very nice. My problem with it at this point is that I got 2 times I got a color that was exactly the same as another day. That's where, and then I got that progression, you know, where it felt like when I got the second green, you know, seafoam green, that sort of threw me off, and then I got very dramatic. So I apologize to Botanical Yarn for that. For people who like really pale and subtle colors, it would be a really nice Advent, except for the fact that I got doubles. And we will see when I put them all together. And I said I was going to do that on Christmas Day, but I'm not, because I'm not opening all of them yet. I will do it on Epiphany when I have opened them all. Line them up and we'll see what we end up with. But it was advertised as subtle sort of rainbow hues. So the fact that I didn't pay attention to that when I bought it is not Botanical Yarn's fault, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Christmas update. I am feeling very good and calm about Christmas. I have not finished decorating the tree. I'm about to put that box that you can see on the floor, and then you won't see it anymore and not worry about it, because the lights, I put the lights on perfectly. And it's getting decorated by Megan. But, you know, I always feel better when the house is clean. And I cleaned the house because we were having company on Wednesday. The cleaners are coming on Monday. They've been rescheduled for Monday, which is great because the house is pretty straight. So I only have to straighten upstairs and, you know, a couple of things down here. And so I don't have it. The only problem with Monday is it's supposed to rain. And, you know, we're going to have to figure out what we're doing with the dogs. Dogs are always an issue when the cleaners are here. Usually they go outside, but they can't go outside in the rain. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So the cleaners are coming on Monday, so the house is going to be clean. You know, I'll just have to do a little licking, you know, swish the toilet and dust a little bit for our Christmas Eve celebration. And it's family, so I don't even have to dust, just swish the toilet. And we'll be good to go. And today I'm going to buy Christy's Christmas present, which I will be mailing on Monday. And I will pay extra if I have to for, you know, expedited postage so it gets there in time for Christmas. And yesterday, the things I ordered for my granddaughters arrived, so I am all set. Once I get back from the store today, I will be all set for Christmas presents. I'm so tickled. I'm feeling very calm about Christmas. And we're working on, you know, oh, where's my other barrette? We're working on figuring out the dinner so that it's not so stressful for Dennis. This one's bugging me. I'm putting it right here. So stressful for, there we go, I'm all decorated. So stressful for Dennis that he can enjoy his Christmas Eve. I mean, it's not, you know, so we're just thinking about ways so that he's not stressed on Christmas Eve cooking. But I'm feeling really prepared for Christmas. I can't believe, I was so excited when I saw that the girls' stuff came. I thought, oh, because that was, I ordered it while I was sick. You know, I ordered it up, sitting in my bedroom saying, do I have enough time for this to come? I hope so. And it came right away. So anyway, I'm really tickled. So I'm feeling very calm about Christmas. We do not do a lot of presents. The immediate family, period, end of story. I'm going to go visit my parents next Thursday. I'm going to take one of the poinsettias. I need to water them again and make sure that they stay nice looking because one of them's going to my parents. They get a poinsettia, and my dad undoubtedly again will send me a beautiful centerpiece, like a Christmassy centerpiece for my table. He sends one every year, so to celebrate the holiday with me. And that will be it. I am not worried about any more decorations, and I might save the rest of the tree and just say, hey, when the girls come, they can help me finish decorating. Of course, they'll only do the bottom. I'll be the one doing the top because they won't be able to reach. So, Maisie calls Pearl from the backyard, and Pearl just starts barking, and half the time she doesn't even go out, but she did now. So, Dennis made the roulade for dinner yesterday, which is a seafood dish that goes in a roll, which is why it's called a roulade. It's cooked in a roll, and then you slice it, and you come... And it was delicious. So you cook it, and then you chill it. And then you can serve it cold or warmed back up, sort of sauteed. And Ora and I think Dennis too, had it cold last night with a little bit of mayonnaise to dip it in. It was delicious. It was delicious. It's crab, shrimp, and scallops. And, yeah, it was really good. We really liked it. I didn't get any pictures of the making of it because I was shopping. I was out running errands while he was making it. But here is my plate after I took a bite of it. And then he said, do you have content? He's very good about worrying about my content. So here's my supper. It was delicious. It was delicious. It a little bit had the texture of, if you've ever had those fake crab legs, that texture, but the flavor was absolutely delicious. It was really good. I liked it a lot. So, so tonight we're going to saute it because it made a whole big roll like this, and we, well, you saw that was how much we ate. This would be like a delicious first course if you were having a dinner party, if you ever did that again in your life. But so tonight we're going to try it sauteed because we're thinking it would be a main dish for Allison for Christmas Eve because she's a pescatarian. So we're having spare ribs, which she would not. I mean, she never ever complains. She would just eat all the veggies and stuff and not worry about it. But we like to do, we often just have a seafood dish when they come because we like seafood, and then everybody will eat. Well, the granddaughters won't eat it. I don't know what they're going to have. They're going to have chicken fingers or something. It's really a shame. What kid doesn't like spare ribs? Anyway, so we're going to try it warmed up today, and then we'll be ready for Christmas Eve. That can be made ahead. I think we're going to do a cauliflower casserole, which has different kind of cheeses in it, as a side dish, and that can be made ahead. So we're trying to think of the things that we want to have on Christmas Eve that we can make ahead and just pop in the oven. And yeah, Dennis has to check when our next Butcher Box comes. Butcher Box is the company that we get most of our meats from. And that's where we get our shrimp and our scallops, too. Because he thinks we do not have enough spare ribs. So I'm going out and about. I can stop at the grocery store today and buy spare ribs. Because Dennis is going to want to smoke them. He's going to want to sous vide them for 2 days. And then smoke them. I'm not sure what he does with them. But I might be buying spare ribs today. So anyway, I'm feeling really prepared and very calm. The girls' presents coming yesterday just did it for me, and figuring out what I was doing for Richie and Christy. And yeah, I'm feeling really calm about it. The house being clean helps too. I start getting a little agitated when the house gets messy, and it, gets messy. So having it all straight, because we had company on Wednesday, helps me a lot. Yeah, so that's all my newses. All is well here. I still have a cough, but other than that, yeah, all's good. Now, my question is, what color next? I do have these purples. Hold on. So I skipped day 15 on the botanical yarns. And this is day 13 and 14. So you can imagine what the color is in between there. So it's they're definitely doing a progression gradient thing that I think is going to be really lovely. I think they just got 2 of the colors. They just didn't get enough difference between them. They were going for something subtle and it was way too subtle. It's possible that if I were to knit them one next to the other, I might be able to see a difference. And I'm willing to wind them up and do a little swatch and see. It's possible. But anyway, so there's a missing link between here, although I don't remember. I thought the darker one was second, but it could have been first. See, I'm gonna have to go back and look at all my vlogs to see, you know, what order they were in. But you can, next to these guys, it looks very pale. Yeah. So anyway, so there's a progression there, as were the greens, but it just felt like all that green and I was done with the green already. Not this green. I'm talking about other green. I love this green. I could do a progression on Megan's yarns too. Funny, I don't like the darker here. The medium is okay. I'm gonna take a look through my jar there and see what I want to do next. But I do want to do at least one welt a day so I don't get too behind. And I want to knit every day if I can do that. But I did not work on my cards yesterday, and I have to do that too. Everything's being mailed on Monday. That's my goal. That's my plan. This weekend is get the mail ready, including my cards. Anyway, I am feeling good. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.